Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Down there behind those trees is a tiny little stream, and hopefully today we're going to be trying to catch some big wild brown trout on budget fishing tackle. Let's go. So guys, we'll be targeting wild brown trout. I have to fish with a relatively fast action rod for working these little crankbaits and jerk baits and spinner baits, but also one that is soft enough to cushion the head shakes of the fish. So I've gone with a 1 to 7 gram setup. I'm not going to butcher the pronunciation of the name, so don't worry, I'm going to be leaving links in the description to all the products I'm using throughout this video. And believe it or not, at only £25, this was probably one of the most expensive items I bought for this video from Temu. So very, very budget friendly. It feels very nice. I've had a few casts already. I might have even caught a fish or two already, and it is very, very nice to use. The reel, yet again, part of the budget, it's £15, just £15 for the reel, and I've loaded that up with some braid, £8 braid. The reel is 1000 size, so small enough to fit on the rod. As I mentioned, £8 braid. I think that cost about £5 or £6. Once again, incredibly budget friendly. And then obviously we've got to have a leader, so I've actually got an £8 fluorocarbon leader, because you don't want that braid rubbing against the mouth of the trout. It can actually cause them some damage. And then the baits, I almost can't show you them all in one go because I've bought so many baits. I've got loads of different variants of crankbaits. I've got different spinner baits. I've got spoons. I've even got a little grasshopper, which I think is supposed to be cast out on a fly rod. But since I've got an ultralight, I should be able to throw that out as well, because I'm going to be covering every base today, hopefully catching not only as many wild brown trouts as we can get, but I'm going to be heading to an urban area right at the end of this to try and catch a real specimen, which fingers crossed we'll be able to do. And like I say, all on a very, very tight budget. Now, if you're interested, as a one-time only deal, I have a coupon code. It'll be on screen now, which will get you £100 off if you go to the Temu website. So if you download the Temu app, go to do some shopping, if you type in that code into the search bar, you'll get £100 off your order, and it will also show you a list of loads and loads of products that are in the mega deal as well. So you can get the products that I've used today, the rod, the reel, the baits, the line, the waders, even the waders were off there as well. You can get them at a massively discounted price. So without further ado, let's get fishing and hopefully get a few brownies to the bank and have loads of fun doing it. I'm seeing so many small trout topping down here, rising for little flies. I just see another one there then. So I've just put on one of these really small spoons that I've got, because I think some of these trout look quite small. I don't want to be chucking out a really big bait for them. And they're right on top of where they were. Oh, there we go. Yep, I was right. They're not huge fish. That is still reasonable though. They put up such a good scrap on the light tackle. Ultralight setup. They go absolutely mental, look at that. That is the first cast out with that spoon tied on as well. Look at that, absolutely crushed it. Watch this. Oh, we missed it. That was a big fish. So this tackle box was actually a set of all these different lures. I've removed some of them and put them into a different tackle box. But what I will show you is some of these have got treble hooks on, and seeing as though we're targeting wild brown trout, we want to be as safe as possible. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put on one of these baits, but I'm going to take off the trebles and just put single hooks on instead, just to make them a bit more trout friendly and a bit more trout safe. Makes it easier for an hooking as well. And then we'll start casting these around, because I think these little crankbaits will be absolutely killer. Oh, there we go. What a hit. Oh, only a little babber. Absolutely slammed it though. Beautiful little babber. See you later. Right, I'm in a bit of a sheltered area, and just upstream of where I am now, I've actually seen a brown trout topping. He's just jumped up again now for flies on the surface. Now, I wasn't planning on using them, but we're gonna do it anyway. I've actually got some like little imitation grasshoppers. I might have mentioned it at the start of the video. So what I'm gonna do is try and flick out one of these grasshoppers on the ultralight and see if I can get this trout on the surface. He's just jumped again. That'd be really cool. I'm gonna try and catch on as many of these products I've got today, as many of the lures that I've got, I'm gonna try and catch on. Right, let's try and get this fish. Oh, we got one. We got one on the fly. On that floating fly. I'm pretty sure this is a fly. So I was really struggling to cast it out on this ultralight, but I saw so many trout jumping down here. Oh, look at that. He's beautiful as well. That I figured maybe if I just chucked a surface fly. Look at that. It's like a sort of grasshopper type thing. A little single hook underneath it. Like I say, I do believe that's a dry fly for fly fishing. Oh, he's got a little bit of blood off the corner of his mouth. It's only a single hook barbless, but we'll give him a quick release. Look at that, he's absolutely beautiful. You can go straight back, buddy. That was wicked. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. Makes it so much more fun when you're getting on budget tackle. Really, really cheap rod and reel. Absolutely beautiful fish. Next cast out. Literally the next cast out. 2 trout in 2 casts on the same crankbait. That is absolutely awesome. So I've obviously been going through different lures, figuring out what's working best, and crankbaits are definitely working really, really well. But I didn't know why, but I've been neglecting this one. This is one of the ones that I bought. It already had single hooks on it, which is perfect for the trout. And I sort of almost forgot it was in the tackle box. And I've just tried it, and it has the most incredible action. Like, it has a really, really tight wobble and comes through just beneath the surface. It's like a wake bait. That is going to get absolutely demolished, honestly. Fish. Oh, look at that. Beautiful little trout. Fish. Oh yes, oh it come off. Oh, that was a good sized trout. There we go, another fish. Oh, what a hit, what a hit. Right in front of me as well. Oh, that's a decent sized brownie. The action is coming thick and fast now. These really are some beautiful fish, and the average size is really, really good. I keep switching between baits to see exactly what they're wanting, but it seems like the crankbaits are producing the most fish. It's probably the smallest crankbait I've got. It doesn't matter what size the fish are, they're all wanting to nail it. This is so cool. Great action. I'm currently taking a bit of cover out of the sun because it is so bright. I'm now thinking it's time to move to a more urban location. I've had some fantastic trout from the more rural, wild area, but there's always a chance of a big fish in the city. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and have a look. I'll walk the banks for about 5 minutes, in the built-up urban location, see if I can spot a couple of fish, and if I do, I'll stick the waders on, jump in, and we'll see if we can get a big fat urban trout to end off this video. There's loads of baby ducklings up here. I wonder if the trout are eating them. I have used a duckling lure on here before and caught trout. Oh no, don't you chase me, lure. Don't you chase me, lure, little ducky. Oh, there's a trout following it. Not a big one now. Oh, a big trout just surfaced. I don't know if it ate a duckling. Why is there so many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14! And some at the top there. I don't know if it was something chasing a duckling or if it was a trout rising for a fly. There's definitely something around the area. I need these baby duckies to move out of the way. I don't want to catch one of them. Push out of the way, duckies. Why are they hanging around me? This isn't bread. It's a goldfish. No! Come here. Come here, trout bait. I'm going to call this one trout bait because he's not scared of nothing. Like, you'll get eaten by a big trout. What are you doing? Come here, trout bait. Look how close he is. He's literally like 2 foot in front of me. His mum's over there, look, going, what are you doing, trout bait? No. I wish these ducks would go away. They're right in my way. Because obviously we don't want to hook one of them. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a good sized brownie. Oh, he's not bad. Well, I might hand line him though. I thought it was actually a lot bigger than that. On the goldfish. Bright orange goldfish, look at that. Absolutely nailed it. Lovely urban brownie. That single hook is just in the bottom lip. Just pop that out nice and quickly. I'm not going to show him off to the big camera because we're hoping for a giant in this area, fingers crossed. Let him go nice and quickly. Oh, and off like a rocket as well. Right under this urban bridge. That's not good. A big dead brownie. Look at the size of that. That is a big dead brown trout. What? That must be like 4 pound. I'm gonna have to hold it even though it's disgusting. Look at the size of that. Wild brown trout, completely dead. Oh my God. Yeah, it's probably a 4 pound brown. Seeing that dead trout is really, really disappointing because that is a real big fish. There's not that many fish that size in here. I probably slightly overplayed it. It was probably about a 3.5 pounder, which is a real specimen wild brownie. Make sure you look after the fish you catch. With brownies, don't keep them out of the water too long, let them go as fast as you can. Try and use single hooks where you can, and just make sure the fish go back as fit as possible because trout are super, super sensitive, and if you don't treat them well, that's what can happen. I mean, it could have died from any reasons, but just to reiterate, make sure you look after the fish. Let's go catch ourselves a giant now. Fish. That's a good sized trout. That's a good sized brownie. That's on a crankbait I changed over to. Oh, it's not on the goldfish. Oh, that's a nice size urban brown. Oh, he's giving me the right run around on this ultralight setup. Really putting it to the test. That's why we came to this urban area. Oh, that is a solid fish. I think he's got both singles in him as well. Now would you look at that? That is a proper beautiful specimen wild brown trout. Urban wild brown trout to make it even better. There could still well be an even bigger one in here. We've still got a little bit of this urban section to go. But wow, that is absolutely immaculate. Tamed on that Temu setup. It's been taming some wicked trout today. I'm gonna let this one go now, and fingers crossed we might be able to get one more to end the session. But if this is the last one, I am well happy. Well, we've just finished working our way through the urban location now, and we had a couple of decent, really decent actually, wild brownies. They weren't absolutely monstrous, but they were very good fish. It put up a right scrap on that light setup. Now, before we end the session, I'm just gonna give a quick think about the lures that I've used and try and pick out some of my favorites. I think definitely crankbaits were the way to go today. There was a box of like 5, a cheap box of 5, and that was probably the most productive. But my best lure is the one I've got tied on now, which is a really tiny crankbait, which already had single hooks on it. Has a really tight wobbling action, and the trout went absolutely gaga for it. I was nailing them left, right and center. And of course, we've got a decent size one on the Goldfish lure. I wouldn't say it's one of the best, but it was really fun to get an urban trout on the Goldfish. That was pretty cool. And just to remind you guys, if you use the code that is on screen now, go to the Temu app or website, put it in the search bar, search for it, you'll get yourself a £100 coupon bundle, and you'll get access to loads of cool deals as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll probably continue using this ultralight setup for trout because it is very fun to use, and I'll catch you guys later.